I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. And watching this live with me is Johnny, the Brown Bomber Joe Louis, the Gentleman of... And now we toss it.
This bout is scheduled for 10.
We welcome you to this beautiful... And that's the opening bell, round one. And he misses with the left uppercut. Both men step back for just a moment. A perfect counter shot. Good counter punch. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
They can't land that punch. Counter right. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. How did he absorb that hook?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good counter left hand there. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. He misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be... This round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Beautiful counter punch. I promise you, all three judges...
Look across it.
And there's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off, then blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Hey, those punches add up. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Both men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter. I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knock.
Good man.
The bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Good counterpunching from both these athletes. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Left counter scores. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He missed with that jab. They get out of the way of that right hand. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about it. Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early?
Joe Louis in trouble. The Brown Bomber couldn't take any more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
And he fails to score with that left hook. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Good counter right hand again. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. Back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see more jabs.
I think they both think we're playing tiddlywinks. This is the fight game. When you get in there, you get in to fight. The fans have paid their money to watch you fight. We're sat here to talk about you fight. The cornermen are there because they want to see you fight. We need a fight.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Great counter right hand there. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. He is down big. On to the 6th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You can't connect with that right hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like... Here we go, it's round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow. Nice counter. Both men step back for just a moment. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
You'd like to see more jabs. Missed him with that a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round. There's the bell to start round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. That left counterpunch will score. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And he just missed with that left jab. These two were made for each other. The perfect counter lands. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. They exchange punches. What a punch. He misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Lands with the right counter. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something.
He's gone.
And there's the bell for round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system to a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with that jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter shot. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Punch, counter punch. They've got the momentum. They've got the... And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. And he just misses with that jab. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That counter shot lands. And a counter left. Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Good counter punching from both these fighters. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.